the avatar that he used in the Oasis, which was, you know, it was kind of lame because he was fucking broke. But it was like he took off his, or you could like it revealed his like armor and his fucking sword. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be fucking sweet. And then it went from there, you know. And so for people who've read the book, okay, I'm not gonna go into. Of course, you read it. Um, my takeaway, my hot take, was that Wade wasn't the best Gunter. The best Gunter was easily fucking Artemis, in my opinion. And there's a couple of reasons why. Okay. The first one and obvious is that she got to the first key first before anybody, even though she couldn't play, or she couldn't beat the that Crypt Keeper at Joust. I could have beat his ass at Joust. I love that game. All right, come on. That she got it first, and way before anybody else. And then to show that how dedicated to the hunt she was, I believe this. Oh. Is that she manipulated Parsifal into wasting time, you know, at the entrance to the tomb, or before he could leave. Not yeah, at the end of once. Jesus Christ, I don't even know where that took place. He still had to get out of the tomb though, and then she set all the traps, and he couldn't get out, or it made it a little bit harder for him to get out. But I think she kept him around. For one, she wanted information on how to beat. I can't remember his name. Assessorat. Oh, Jesus Christ. Um, yeah, she kept him in the tomb bullshitting, and obviously she knew that he had a crush on her, so she used that to her advantage. And he ended up giving her a little bit of advice that was, I don't know if it really would have helped, but you know, whatever you can take, right? This is a fucking, you're gonna get billions of dollars if you win this contest. Fuck it. The next thing she did was after they both got to the first key and then passed the first gate and beat the war game Flick Sync, was to act like she had a crush on, like the crush was mutual, you know. I think that she was just using him because she knew how fucking head over heels in love with her that he was, that it would get him out of this fucking game. I know that for a fact. When I first broke up with my girlfriend after a considerable amount of time together, I couldn't play basketball for weeks. All I could think about was, fuck, what did I do? You know, I don't know what I did, but, and that was her game plan, to fuck up Wade or Parsifal, and I think it worked. You know, he spent all that time, you know, being depressed, thinking about her, eating, getting overweight, not paying attention to the task at hand. And I think that wasn't what the main reason. I'll get to that in a second. The main reason I thought that Artemis was the best was that she fucking carried all of them through the final gate with the her knowledge of that last game, another one I can't remember, how to get the extra men, extra lives. That if it wasn't for her, there's no way. It's over. And fucking Sorrento wins. We don't have a Ready Player 2. Or we have a Ready Player 2, but it's different. Anyways, my overall thoughts, the book was, I mean, the first time it was incredible. I loved it. And it still hits for me. It does. But it's got some pretty bad writing. It's got some pretty bad dialogue. Um, it's not awful, but now we get to Ready Player 2, which I was so looking forward to. I actually pre-ordered it on Audible, and I was for years, ever since I finished. I mean, that's what you do when you finish Ready Player One. You go to the Ready Player One subreddit and you ask, are there any books like Ready Player One? Everyone does it, and there isn't. There are no books like Ready Player One. Like I what I say when I see that question is, I'm not gonna give you a book that's like Ready Player One, but I'll give you a book that gave me the same feeling as Ready Player One. And one of those was Red Shirts by John Scalzi. Fuck, that shit the first time that hit hard. um, Maybe I'll review that book one day. I like that book too. Also, it's read by Will Wheaton, which I think is super cool. Ready Player Two. Oh god, so much potential. Started out good. They go from the Oasis, which was kind of like the way you operate in the Oasis is with a haptic suit, and you have like it's like a four-way treadmill that I don't want to get into it. I hate fucking specs. This was the ONI, which was like a neural network, where the cool thing was you could go in to experience what somebody else is experiencing, their the straight up exact feelings of like surfing or hang gliding, mountain climbing, and you just get all the same experiences through somebody else's eyes. And the conflict in the story was between, again, Artemis, and this is my other thing I forgot. I don't think that Artemis ever fucking liked Wade at all. I think she kind of like, she used him. I don't think she despised him, but he was just, a step, you know, a step on the ladder, and that was it. And he went in fucking head over heels, which, guys like that do. I did. Yep, same thing. Um, so even from the very beginning, the first, Wade and then his other two partners, H and Shoto, I think it was. Um, or maybe he changed his name to Daisho. I forgot. I don't know. That book was kind of confusing. Um, they're at odds with the technology and the effect it could have on people's brains. She made some really good points about how we can't do this, and Wade and the others were like, "Fuck no, we're doing it. This is awesome," and they did it only for it to get hacked. And they have like billions and billions of users. Everyone uses this, just like the Oasis, and it gets hacked by an anorak, not the anorak, not Holiday. Oh, Jesus Christ! Again, I'm not nerdy about this shit. I think it was like a computer program that I get. Well, maybe it was Anorak, and he just turned into an asshole, like a real prick. I don't even want to get into it because the story sucks. But what I wanted to say was how there was two parts that I saw that could have been fucking awesome for a story. Instead of being just like a repeat of Ready Player One, which basically Ready Player Two was, with just some better technology and some more tasks and a little bit more at stake.